All right, welcome. In our Zodiac psychology series today, we are zeroing in on a really specific and powerful personality blueprint, the one for people born on April 13th. We call this one the determined architect, and you're about to see why. It's a seriously unique and potent mix of energies. So, what's the actual blueprint for someone born on this day? What makes them tick? Well, it's this fascinating blend of raw, fiery energy, but with this unshakable sense of structure and a focus that is just intense. It really sets them apart. Let's dig in. Okay, so the core idea here is the determined architect. And look, this isn't just some catchy label. It perfectly sums up a personality that is built to go the distance. We're talking about someone defined by incredible discipline, a real resilience when things get tough, and this deep internal drive to build things that are meant to last. Now, to really understand the architect, you have to start from the ground up, right? So first, we're going to unpack the cosmic and numerological foundations that form the very bedrock of this personality. First things first, anyone born on April 13th is an Aries. That means they're fueled by Mars, the planet of action and pure drive. But, and this is a big but, you need to forget that stereotype of the reckless, impulsive ram. This is a whole different flavor of Aries. It's super focused, serious, and incredibly disciplined. They don't just charge ahead. They plan, they build, and they execute with absolute precision. The exact timing here is so important. April 13th lands in this later, more stabilizing phase of the sun's trip through Aries. You can think of this as a grounding force for all that fire. It shifts the focus from just starting things to actually finishing them and making sure what they build is solid. This is the secret ingredient that lets them turn a big, bold vision into something real you can actually touch. And then we layer on the numerology. April is the fourth month, and the day, 13, breaks down to 4. That's just 1 plus 3. And in numerology, the number 4 is all about structure, stability, and good old-fashioned hard work. So when you combine that fiery Aries ambition with the steady, grounded energy of the number 4, what do you get? A disciplined builder. Someone who is totally laser-focused on creating success that endures. So, what does this all look like when it comes together in an actual person? Well, just like any good blueprint, this personality has some incredible strengths, but it also has a few potential stress points that we really need to look at. On the one hand, their strengths are amazing. They are disciplined, persistent, and so reliable. I mean, if they say they'll do something, it's as good as done. But the flip side of all that determination can be stubbornness. They can be rigid, resistant to new ideas, and they have a major tendency to overwork. So what's the big lesson for them? It's learning that being flexible doesn't make their structure weaker. It actually makes it stronger. Okay, so how does this whole architect mindset actually play out in the real world? Let's get practical and look at how this blueprint shapes 3 of the biggest areas of life: love, work, and money. When it comes to relationships, the April 13th person builds them the same way they build everything else: to last. They are fiercely loyal, incredibly protective, and you can always depend on them. They just don't do casual flings. For them, commitment is serious business, and they need a solid foundation of stability and trust. The challenge here, though, can be a bit of an emotional wall. Their focus on always being the strong one can make it really tough for them to show vulnerability, because they might see it as a crack in the foundation instead of just, being human. So, who do they click with? Unsurprisingly, they find a natural harmony with Earth signs. Taurus totally gets their need to build a comfortable, stable life. Virgo admires their precision and work ethic like no one else. And Capricorn, well, Capricorn is a true partner in ambition. But they also form this really powerful bond with the water sign, Cancer, who provides that deep emotional security and the cozy home base the architect secretly craves. All of these signs just get that a strong foundation is everything. Professionally, their path is pretty clear. They just thrive in any field where structure, discipline, and precision are the name of the game. I mean, think about it. Engineering and architecture, where they literally build the world around us. Or business and finance, where they construct empires based on order and efficiency. In any of these structured environments, they aren't just a part of the team, they are the reliable engine that drives the whole thing forward. And yep, you guessed it, this obsession with structure applies directly to their bank account. The April 13th money mindset is practically designed for building wealth. They have fantastic saving habits, and they are absolute masters of long-term financial planning. The challenge for them isn't spending too much, it's being afraid to take risks. They can be so cautious that they miss out. So their key to unlocking even greater wealth is learning to balance that admirable caution with smart, calculated opportunities for growth. All right, to wrap things up, let's remember that every great architect needs a toolkit. So let's look at the symbols and energies that really align with and support the April 13th personality, acting as little boosters for their natural strengths. Their key numbers, 4, 13, and 22, all just hum with that master builder energy. Their colors, like a deep, powerful red and a solid, earthy brown, are all about grounding and strength. And their crystals, they're perfectly aligned to help them on their mission. Onyx offers protective strength, garnet fuels that long-burning passion, and hematite keeps them focused and grounded. Every single tool in this kit just reinforces who they are at their core. So, if you take away just one thing from all of this, let it be this. People born on April 13 are the determined architects of their own lives. They are disciplined, they are resilient, and they are fundamentally built for long-term, lasting success. When you get right down to it, their purpose in this life is to bring order to chaos. It's to create structure where there isn't any, and to be that powerful force that takes a huge ambition and turns it into a concrete, tangible reality. When they are living in that purpose, they become these incredible leaders and true pillars of strength for everyone lucky enough to be around them. If you would like a personalized full reading based on your birth date, you can request one using the link in the description or bio. Thank you for watching. Kindly like, follow, subscribe, and share.